Alright. Sorry about all the technical difficulties. I don't know why the Xbox likes to randomly turn on HDCP, so I have to power cycle the whole thing, and then everything else decided to break. So, streaming's a blow up. But last time, we mostly finished off the Haunted Mansion. Let me just make sure. Okay. Now we have the game on. I don't know what the audio decided to mute there, but cool. The last time we finished off the mansion, and while I was palling around, I actually found this weird thing where it somehow kept my game suspended, and I'm not sure how. And I was messing around there and I saw an open door. I should actually check here because I don't remember saving. I'm looking for... Okay, so all that stuff got preserved, which is cool. But I did notice while I was messing around before, when the stream was down, that the graveyard area has a little bit of a, had that gate to the side. And I noticed it, so I think we're gonna go there next. I forget where the teleporting, tub is, so... We're gonna run a little late today just because, depending on how much progress we make. I actually totally forget where that level is, but I think it's here. Yeah. And then we also have this puzzle piece up here. We'll come back for that a little bit later. But hopefully we'll at least... I don't know if we'll complete Rusty Bucket Bay, but I'm hoping to at least get to it. We'll see how long we spend out here. How do you get to that graveyard? Oh, it's over through here. I want to say it's this way, right? Yeah, and then you go in through here and eventually get to the graveyard. And it was a real bummer because, like, that would have been nice to start off to know that I can't just turn it off and come back to where I was instead of having to start at the start of of Grunty's lair every time. But now, considering that the one time I did that, it seemed to have completely destroyed my entire setup for an hour. I'm gonna turn the volume down. Scrutable asks, did game and time start a little later today? Yes. In case you weren't here earlier, my whole streaming setup went kaput for a while. And I was having trouble figuring out how to actually do anything. I think it's weird because, like, I think PlayStation has its enable HDCP feature. I don't think Xbox has it. I think it's off by default on the Xbox. But for whatever reason, Xbox is either, or maybe it's just my Xbox, like to randomly turn it on sometimes. And you have to power cycle the console to get rid of it. But I did that and it didn't work, so I had a whole kerfuffle with tech trying to get it set up. But I think we're back now. That's not where we were supposed to go. But let me know if audio's okay. Right now I have my mic and the game audio at around the same volume. I forgot that this was the path to actually it's the path to get the puzzle pieces, so you put the puzzle pieces in so you can actually activate the layer and not the actual thing. But, I want to say the actual thing is over here. I really wonder if there's maybe a puzzle piece that you can only get in that layer. Maybe that makes sense, because, like... No, because, like, the yellow ginger's in there. Like, the last puzzle piece I was missing was... through the Jinjo, so it should be somewhere in that area. I just completely missed it. That's fine. Alright, well that looks... Oh. That looks okay. That does look like a pumpkin-sized hole there. I think you can probably just go in and get the pumpkin and come back in. And hopefully there will be something in there. I don't know why it's that. Let's go get the pumpkin. Very spooky. Very weird that you can only break the doors from the one side, but... like, especially since I was able to tear down that entire gate without the, by just hitting it. You'd think I'd be able to do that with every door, but... It's getting closer to Halloween time. Which would have been this would have been the perfect time to start this world. Would have been a Halloween stream. But life just doesn't happen that way. Wait, I'm the wrong way. Wish you could go faster. You gotta be able to. I think that guy's just gonna hit me. I don't think there's... that guy goes so much faster than me that I don't know how I'm supposed to outrun him, but... I don't know. Hopefully this guy doesn't hurt me too. Dang. Oh, jeez. Well, there's just Mumbo in here. Alright, well, I guess I can just turn back into Banjo. Come to these coffins? Let's pick it up. Hold on. Because sometimes I feel like different things work. Okay. So I tried that. Alright. Oh, of course. It makes total sense that I wouldn't be able to break any of the other coffins, but the one that looks big and sturdy is the one that I'm able to break. What is this? Oh. Okay. That's cool. I guess that's where I'm supposed to go next. Now I've got to... Turn back into the pumpkin. A bit of a pain. Watch you making me hungry. You get pot ready. Okay, so the subtext is that he's going to kill you one day, which is fine. You know, I think the sooner we establish that Mumbo and I have more of a working relationship than a personal one, I think it's better for everyone involved. You know, I guess I up until this point I wasn't entirely sure of what Mumbo's motivation for helping me was. So now it makes sense that he just basically wants to transform me into something I can eat. Kind of just testing to see if there's anything. I'm just gonna walk out of the range of it. Oh, Is the reason we weren't able to get in there because we were too small? Actually, I wonder if... Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I actually think... Okay, so maybe the reason they did that was so that you would do something like this. Nope. I think we already heard her zingers here, right? Whoever has the zinger tracker, let me know. Cheeto Bear and Bird have found once more another spell they get. One more page I see you turn, and Grunty shall Cheeto burn. Nasty witches, so quote I shall tell. Enter red feathers on Sandcastle floor, treasure trove cove. Huh. Probably. I would appreciate more gold feathers, because I feel like those are the useful ones. Everything else I don't know that either of those upgrades, the eggs or the feathers, are really necessary. Just because I don't feel like I've ever been low on them, but that was soon after I got those upgrades. Let's see if there's anything else. I don't remember there being another small hole. This might just be an exploring the outside world a little bit episode, but I think if we can maybe get to the new world, that might be not like the new world, but like, you know, the new world in Banjo-Kazooie that we're exploring, not like the Americas. If we can get to the Americas, if we can unlock the Americas continent, that'd be cool. Now, Brian says, hey, how are things going? Good. Technical hiccups notwithstanding. I'm doing okay. How are you? Playing some banjo. Oh, I totally forgot about the one up here. Let's see. So I don't think I can backflip up to it, so maybe I can just I don't know that I can make it down there. I don't know that I can. Woo! we go. There we go. Oh, I was so close. Okay, hold on. I think I can make that jump. That jump seems doable. I think I can, if I land on her nose, maybe I can power flip over to her nose. Let me try it from the air one more time, and then we'll try it from the ground. Must be the day for it. Cal was having issues. Yeah, I think his were like more Twitch related though, right? Like that was like a platform error. And my errors were technical. Here we go. Cool. That's a really weird jump that they're having you make, but that's I'm kind of glad I figured it out, I guess. Where was that? I feel we were just there, right? It's this one, and everything's no, it's the one above this. I don't know if it's because I'm less familiar with it, or if this is actually the case, but I do feel like Gruntilda's lair is a little bit more labyrinthine than Mario. Maybe it's also because there's a little less to do. Is there anything I can do here? Well, I guess this is just a consequence, right? Let's go find that boat first. Yeah. Is there anything? Wait. Well, let's explore this, and then, because I think that, is there anything else in the other floor that we can get? 2D's fate is looking grim. Because her brother's dim. Damn. Sick burn. It's, I think Grunty might have gotten her start with, like, rap battles, you know? She would be pretty good in 8 Mile, I think. Cause she just doesn't, you know, it just comes naturally to her, you know? Raps are just in her nature. She's got it in here. And it's like, they're so earnest and like storybook that I think she could change it up, you know? She could change up the rap game by like being like, oh, here's someone who's like kind of bad at it. But man. Where does this one go? Oh. That's cool, I guess. Yeah, dude. They should remake 8 Mile with Gruntilda instead of M&M. You know, add a little bit more punch to that story. So now we're gonna... Okay. Hoping we can enter that bay here. Oh, okay. Here's just the, Rusty Bucket Bay. What is over here? Okay, so maybe it's telling me to go to that other, yeah. Goodwilla, thank you so much for gifting a subscription. That's awesome. Thank you. People can be very kind, and I appreciate it. I think my issues were with like, well, unless you guys are seeing, you know, hiccups and stuff on the stream, I don't know that my issue was with, like, Twitch as a platform. I think mine was more, with, like, my Elgato and my Xbox not playing nice. But, you know, who knows? Yeah, I got an affiliate recently, being done, Brian. You have to stream. You basically have to stream for 7 days and I think have 50 followers. And then, like, stream a certain number of hours, which I got through pretty quickly. But for partner, they definitely want you to be, like, an actual streamer, not, like, some guy streaming it out of his apartment or something. What is up here that they want me to see so bad? Guess that's okay. I'm not seeing anything crazy though. Is that everything? I don't think there's anything else here. I think everything else you've gotten here. Got this skirt so when I'm thinner, it really makes me look a winner. You know, you don't have to look. You can wear that skirt now. It's about respecting yourself, you know. It's about feeling like a winner, not looking like one. Okay, so I guess we have to swim into Rusty Bucket Bay. I want to make sure... Is there anything else where... Oh, you know what? We should go back and get those feathers. Part of me is a little wary about splitting the world into 2 streams. But it's not like we have a weekend coming up soon. We can probably get to Rusty Bucket Bay, like, today and tomorrow. But... who knows? Oh, here's something. Let's see what this is. Oh, maybe it's get a... Is this where we get Click Clock Weird? Okay, hold on. Alright, we're gonna have to get rid of... We're gonna have to, like, hype her up, you know? Like, I feel like she's having trouble with her rhymes. So, let's introduce her a little bit, you know? It's like... Because I feel like her rhymes are weak, but I think if they were presented better, I think that they might land better. So... Let's try a little bit of a routine here. So like, hey everybody, this is her first time out in public. She's been doing her bit for a while. She's kind of been warming up to a crowd of 1, but you know, like I think she's ready for prime time. Like she's got some real good jokes. You know, they're very topical. They're really powerful takedowns. I'm delighted to have her on the show. Please everybody welcome Gruntilda's sister. Take it away. Gruesome Gruntilda's favorite pastime is flying radio-controlled bats. Okay. This poor guy, called Greasy Grant, was her first and only boyfriend. You're losing them. You're losing them. You gotta. Okay, you gotta pick this up. All right. Just give me real good. Give me like pull out your immediate. Like you gotta start strong. When she was younger, Grunty used to have a mad vulture as a pet. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out. Look, I know her favorite pastime was flying radio controlled bat. Look, I just don't think you're cut out for this. Okay, well, I want to thank everybody again for coming out tonight. Thanks everybody. Give it up for Gruntilda's sister. She's been very good. You know, it's obviously very nerve-wracking to come up here on stage and perform. So, give her a round of applause. I appreciate it. Make sure to tip your bartender and your waitress. Tip everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good time. Look, I don't think that worked at all. I know that the Gruntilda thing has been working for you lately, but out here it's just not. It's not, and people don't know who she is. I don't, like, there's nothing wrong with radio-controlled bats. You're not gonna, make anyone laugh at that. It's just not an inherently funny concept. Calling someone Greasy Grant is just, like, that's the start of a joke. That's not like the punchline. That's, like, you introduce someone like Greasy Grant as, like, hey, I had a friend in college named Grant, who everybody called Greasy Grant, and it was honestly kind of bad that they did that, because he wasn't, like, you know, dirty or anything. It's just weird. Grunty, I'm taking care of it. Yes, I know. Goodbye to all those double chins. Look, I get it. Just let me talk to her, okay? So, look, it's not working out. You're gonna have to. I'm happy to look over any material, but you're just gonna have to. You're gonna have to step it up if you want to come back here tomorrow. But yeah, the waiter will see you out, I guess. And see. Oh jeez, this guy's not. There we go. I feel like I gave her a last chance, and she just kind of blew it. Oh, what is this? Okay, so we might have to come back to this. Well, hold on. I figure if we cover this now, because I can't imagine it'll. Okay, 765, and how many do I have? 680. If I get another 80 notes. Okay. I don't think there's anything else here for us. I'm just too excited to explore to actually go to where I'm supposed to be. What is this? Oh, this is a subtitle. Oh, there's another water level there. Can I do it now? I don't want to waste the gold feathers. Let's do that, like, let's do all this later. Once we have those, 680 notes? We can do that, and it'll be fine. For now, let's, where's that warp? We can just go back manually, that's fine. Oh, weird. It's very weird that you enter an area that's submerged, and then you come out and it's like completely dry and there's no consequence to that whatsoever. Let's see if we can go in through here. Yeah, people talked about in the, thanks for joining us, Crazy Fund. people talk about in-round streams. Yeah, he's on the West Coast and he streams pretty late. So like 7 p.m. West Coast would be like 9 p.m. my time. So I'm unfortunately usually like not available during that time. But yeah, if you guys have time, you should definitely watch his streams as well. I believe he's last I checked, he was streaming Astral Chain, but I don't know if he's changed anything since then. I'm an hour before Imran, so you're like an hour behind, you mean? Let's see, where's Treasure Trove Cove again? I'm gonna say it's in here, right? Yeah, you're in Alaska, Frenzy? Is internet good in Alaska? I've never been, so... I imagine there's some good internet around there somewhere, right? Some people in Alaska have to communicate via the internet. I guess I'm just curious, do you guys have fiber? Let's leave it at that. Hey, Rock Party. That red feather's upgrade. Anchorage and Fairbanks and big cities. Okay, so they're like or the Minneapolis size, Austin size, like where obviously you've done this research and can tell me immediately, but how would you say they rank compared to other cities? I could have asked Jeff Cork. That's true. Yes, but the company that has a monopoly on high-speed internet here massively lobbies against anyone else laying fiber. Yeah, that's fair. That's happened in a lot of places. I don't think Alaska is, you know, alone in that. That's internet providers almost universally suck. I like mine because they are fiber, but they're pretty fair. They're actually better than my energy company. Unfortunately, use them. I don't have fiber, but I have gigabit, which is, I think, the next best thing, right? Yeah. One of these days, we'll get out from the thumb of internet providers' monopoly. Not today. And I certainly won't solve it with Banjo-Kazooie. Where's the H? Use the same E? Okay. Thank you so much for subscribing, Rock Party. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way. Don't care. I just totally messed up, but I want to make it seem like I don't care. Alright. Well, I guess at the risk of splitting up the Rusty Bucket Bay, we're kind of all out of stuff to do before I can put it off any longer, so I guess we'll split it. We'll try to get 5 jiggies or so in Rusty Bucket Bay. See how that goes. Party says, hey, yeah, you got affiliate. Thank you, and I appreciate the bits. I don't know what to do with them, or what they do for me, but I've heard good things, you know. Which way do I go? Actually, I'm gonna go back the other way and go through the wall. I think that'd be faster. I still don't even have wired internet, so. You know, Brian, that's actually kind of curious. Do you have, what kind of an internet do you have? It's not wired. And Grizzy Fun says, Anchorage is like 300,000 people. It's not big like Minneapolis or Austin or anything. So but that's like the one, right? Like that's, but if you were gonna visit Alaska, let's say, you'd probably want to go to Anchorage. And Adam Walker, Texas Ranger says you can put bits in soup. you can stick them, mash them, pour them in stew, right? Which is not something I know how to do, but having, I guess, if someone gave you like a whole big bag of like shrimp or beans or something, you'd be like, okay, thanks. Maybe one day I'll use it. Hopefully bits are a little bit more useful than that. But. 1,700 square miles. Pretty big. I don't think you mean 60,000 square miles, do you? That seems immense. Anchorage does have wild bears, according to Brezzy Fund. 4G Wi-Fi is all I can get, even though my area is not that rural. Okay. Listen to that bass. Wait for the drop. Wait for it. Okay, it's not coming, but we'll give it one more bar. Look at that drum fill. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Let us take Ranker Pro. Brezzy Fund is apparently Minneapolis is 59 square miles, and meanwhile Anchorage is 1,900. Which is a lot larger for sure. Alright, probably something I have to transform into. My oily water picture flying to lose air while that grunt. It won't hurt me, but I do need to get back up pretty quick. Okay. Let's see what else is around here. Well, the other rare box I saw was breakable. I wonder if maybe there isn't a way to break this one, or if it just happened to be a coincidence. You got no emotes? I don't. I'll have to figure out how to do that. What emotes would you guys want? I was kind of hoping to break that window. I'll see what I can do about emotes over the weekend. I'll have to figure out how to set that all up. Here. Maybe the world doesn't want me to do this, but... Jersey Princess, but no, if you're visiting Alaska, I would come to Anchorage for a bit to experience some of our restaurants and beers. Anchorage is a huge foodie city. Lots of really effing good restaurants for keeping it in color. And craft beers. Chains struggle here if they're not fast food. Interesting. Okay, so I probably don't want to just smash this thing. Oh, what is this? Okay. That's weird. Can I smash this? Look like it? Maybe I can get this thing to blow up near? No. Okay. Never mind. Downtown Anchorage is also pretty cool, according to Brezzy Fund, which is nice. Alright, let's just get on the boat. Let's get on the boat. We're gonna go on the boat and we're gonna get on the boat. I don't like that the... Oh, okay. He's also a baddie, so I can kill him. Jeez. What else is around here? Let's grab those notes. What the heck is that? That thing just yelled at me, right? You guys heard that? Okay, I was kind of hoping that would do something, but I guess not. Let's see if there's anything at the top of this flagpole. Nope. Okay. Hold on. I know I can probably jump in through there. I always suggest that anyone who travels to Alaska should go to seaward and take a wildlife cruise. You can orcas, humpbacks, belugas, otters, puffins, lots more. It's super cool. Yeah, I think that pipe is not just a pipe. This is not a pipe, it's a monster. I think is what he said. There's a lot of boat to explore still. I'm gonna try to get all that. We also should find a Mumbo's thing, which I feel like more than most other worlds, Mumbo's shack would look out of place here, so it should be easier to find. Also see a Jinjo way off there in the distance. Adorable little door here. Oh. I thought that would be not Banjo sized, but... Oh, jeez. Did not pay attention. Okay, this one's not alive. How do I get up there? Okay, let's figure out where I need to head inside. Alaska, people talk about Alaska here. No part of Alaska is apparently at night all the time, which is nice because I want to say that it's like, is it like Amsterdam or like Sweden where it's like night 18 hours a day or something? I know there are days with like areas with very extreme day-night cycles. At its darkest, daytime will be from about 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So that's like, what, 6 hours of daytime? 6 hours of daytime. Kidding me. Which is crazy. I went for the summer, was light from 3 a.m. to like 11 p.m. I guess the shifts in daytime hours just must be more radical there, right? I would be down to visit during that time. Like, I know it'd probably be winter, and so it'd be like probably too cold to really enjoy it. Well, that's one jiggy. I think it'd be super rad to have nighttime be that long. That sounds like something I'd want to experience at least. But I don't know. I can't imagine living there would be... I guess I can't speak for you, of course, but it'd be interesting to see what the long-term effects of having that much nighttime would be. But that's cool. Like, now I'm just fascinated by that idea. Okay. Do I want to get inside this boat, or do I want to keep exploring outside? Let's just stick to the boat for now. Oh, Suriel, Minneapolis is 100 times colder than Anchorage. That is not intuitively what I would think, but I guess, you know, if if it's hotter than Minneapolis in the wintertime, that'd be even better. I don't know if I could go to Alaska. I saw this documentary called 30 Days of Night. Not a fan of vampires. That's true. I do want to look out for the vampires. That's actually not that different from here. In summer, it's bright from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. I mean, that's about normal. But I would want to go when like the days are at their shortest for sure. I want it to be like 3 p.m. at night. It would just feel like the like some weird thing where you're on another country's time zone. You're in one country's time zone while you're in another one. You know? That seems like it'd be really cool. The nighttime causes depression. Summer causes a weird madness. I mean, that's true everywhere, you know. But yeah, I have half heard that thing about the depression thing. I wonder if I'm supposed to get them to explore that, or to explore somewhere specific. Okay. Anchorage is a bay city. Winter is usually 20s. Anchorage and Juneau are the only cities with no sales tax. That's interesting. So does everything cost more, or do you just like, hey, this is $5.99. You will pay, if you give me $6, I will give you a penny. That is, it's not gonna be like what? 35 or something, 640. In Anchorage, we keep our promise. If something is 99 cents, you give us $1 and you're good. That's interesting. Yeah. You have sold me, partially. I guess, you know, not in the place to do it now. But I might put Anchorage on my list of cities to visit, as long as it's in the winter time and I can visit it when it's super dark. There are no Pizza Hut deals. Well, then I'm not going. No Pizza Hut, no Suriel. It's that simple. Suriel, are you OG from Minnesota? No. I've moved around quite a bit, actually. I was born in Mexico City, then lived in Mexico for a little while, then moved to California for about 10 years, I think? No, 8 years. And then I lived in Nebraska for a while, up until I got the Game Informer job, basically. So I've been in Minneapolis for about 3 years. So I'm not super native, but I kind of knew what I was getting into. It's colder, but you know, Nebraska is very similar in that it's a Midwest state. It's got cold winters and hot summers, but you know, Minneapolis, I think, is definitely colder, for sure. But I kind of I had a bunch of winter clothing, as opposed to I think JV, who I think had to buy his first winter clothing when he got here. As far that's what I remember. But oh, the Pizza Huts are full price and do not offer commercial specials. That's so weird. Why? Do they have the Cheez-It pizza right now? Some conflicting information about whether or not Pizza Hut has special deals in Anchorage or Alaska. Yeah, apparently people lived in Alaska at different times of the year. And so it's affecting people's view of when they should. Of whether or not Pizza Hut is slots, which is the kind of debate that I am here for, honestly. I think we can all agree. Did I already go in here? No. Oh. No, I don't want this. Overall, food costs more. But also, apparently, there's no Pizza Huts there to begin with, so they wouldn't there wouldn't be a Pizza Hut to honor the deal in the first place. Is there anything beyond that that... Okay, there is. Ooh, that is a camera. That is a camera change for the ages. Oh no! Oh, so you're just dead. Okay. Noted. No, we have pizza. There are Pizza Huts. I apologize for all this conflicting information. People are saying we don't have any Pizza Huts. People are saying we do. Oh, that was just an example. Okay. Okay, so confirmed. Alaska has Pizza Huts. They have like all the food and electronic places. They might even still have a Blockbuster. I saw a thing about the last Blockbuster that's still like kicking around somehow. Okay, so they had the last Blockbuster. That honestly, that would have made the trip a little bit more enticing if I had gone to Anchorage. If I go to Anchorage, I would have loved to have visited the last Blockbuster. Nope, I'm gonna die again. Okay, I gotta take the suit. I gotta actually stop looking at chat and actually like do some platforming here. Which, up until this point, I don't think they had you do. Well, not like a crazy amount of time. You had like some time trials. Maybe Fairbanks, but I think it closed. So there was one in Fairbanks. It became a toy store. Okay, Crazy Fun, you're gonna have to elaborate, because you said you described this Blockbuster as, quote, being buck wild. So I don't think you can just lay that statement on the floor and just like walk away. It's not like, I don't think it's like, I don't think it works like a trap card where you can set it down on your turn and be like, your move, dude. I think you have to elaborate on why that Blockbuster was buck wild. I can confirm they still have wasps in Alaska, which is not making me want to go more, I'll be honest. I imagine it's like the one Rainy March part in South Park. I have not seen that episode. Oh, that worked. I was expecting that to fall apart very quickly. Oh gosh. Do I need to come back here later? Oh, okay, so they kind of just stopped. I think I need to turn off the fans again, right? Which kind of makes this whole thing, doing this whole thing in reverse a little tricky. I think the whole point was that I'm supposed to turn the fans off. Oh, there's a switch over there. Okay. And there's a switch over there as well. Let's wait until these stop. Okay. After Blockbuster closed, the one here in Anchorage became like half toy store. They started carrying like import toy and rare pop figures. That makes sense. And we're selling pops at higher price based on rarity and a bunch of weird candy I've never heard of. Huh. Oh no! Alright. Oh, so that one stops vertically. That's interesting. Should be able to make it across next time. They have bears all over, and I think you can see them sometimes. Bears in the Blockbuster? Also moose. I believe the plural of moose is meese. Bears don't like the city. Moose, however, roam around. Oh, that's the wrong fan. Okay, I'm going to reverse this thing backwards now. Let's go through the trash where. Okay. My attention is very split here between the riveting Alaska discourse here and this surprisingly tough platforming level here. I need to go through the trash, step people's. Oh, hold on. No! What was that on thing? Oh. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna go turn off those fans just in case, because I feel like oh, okay. No, you couldn't see it in the summer because of all the wild. Oh, so Rock Brady says the bears work at the Blockbuster. The moose just run it, which is fine, you know. They gotta get paid somehow, like the rest of us. Alright, so here's the thing. I feel like those switches, unless the propellers are permanently pulled, I doubt. I don't know that I'll get much from deactivating them this time, so I might just hold that particular area of the map off for later. And kind of explore the edges for now. We're kind of getting close to time here. I believe I started at around 2:30, so. Jersey Friend says, "Man, I wish I could stay, but I have to bring my daughter to dance. I'll have to chill about basketball later." Yeah, thanks for coming by. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate all the powerful Alaska insights. So, yeah, make sure to come back next time, man. Okay, got that. I'm gonna get this change. Oh, here, see, here's a perfect example of what I meant. First, I'm gonna get that Jinjo. Okay, they're also talking about peaks. Oh gosh. How do I get out? There's totally a tunnel there too. Let's approach that from the other angle again. Yeah, thanks for coming by, Grozy Fun. Appreciate it. Okay. So does that, let me get that tunnel first, and then we'll go grab that Jinjo. We'll go into that one cave, and then that might be it for today. Okay, cool. What's in here? Like a little dinghy. That's what they call those, right? Was there an oil spill? Apparently. Yeah, apparently it's oily and greasy or whatever, so they're like... So if, even just swimming around in it takes away your air. It's a weird thing. This is a weird thing by itself, right? Yeah, I've got to be able to do something with it. I'm also surprised at how, like, maneuverable it is. You have a time limit? Oh. So I just fly in there. Get that honeycomb, man. Well, at least we got an extra health. Yay! So taking the risk and hurting myself worked out there. Okay. So that's everything, right? I actually feel like I've gotten both of those things. Yeah, both of the honeycombs, but only one Jiggy so far. Well, let me try to get that green Jinjo, and if I die, whether I die or I make it to that Jinjo, I think we'll call it there. Yeah. Why does Ringbury? Because of the oil. Okay. That's very loud. What is this? Got it. Alright, so let's go into that, whatever that thing is over there. Oh, no. Alright, we're gonna go into that den, and then we're gonna call it. That window, I guess. Oh. I pushed my luck. Alright. Because I don't want to slide off. But running in there is a little too fast for how narrow that area is. So that way we won't have to come back to this area again. Tomorrow. At least I don't think so, unless we die here somehow. And totally miss a jump that we should have been able to make. Can I not actually get up there now? Am I just gone? That's cool. This should be at 58. Well, let's... Okay. Is there anything at the end of this jump? Other than... It's just the way back, though, isn't it? Oh, there's totally a dig in here. I feel like this one's had the most, like, actual platforming versus exploration so far. Alrighty. I want to say, I don't think there's anything else. Oh, so you can just leave. Alright. I didn't know you could just go the other way. Okay. Well, that's a decent start. Hopefully we'll finish it tomorrow. I'll have to go back in. I'll have to remember to go back in and try to turn off these fans first. But, I think that's a good place to call it for now. But thanks everyone who came by and watched. I really appreciate your views. I really appreciate all the subscriptions and the bits. It all helps to make Game and Time what it is, you know. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.